This short screencast is going to show you how to log into the Google Apps account when you're physically at school. So using your school laptop, and I'm going to show you the steps that you need to do to get there. So the first thing you need to do is open up Internet Explorer, which will take you to the portal. And this is a good place to launch from. So in here we want to go to Web Access because the Google Apps for Education Suite is web-based. So it actually lives within browsers and all your data is stored in the cloud. So you've got to go to a web page to be able to do it. So if we go to Google here, it will then take us to the Google page and ask you to sign in. If you've already signed in, your email address will be sitting in here. If you haven't signed in, it'll ask you to sign in. It will also ask you when you go to here for the first time whether you want to install Chrome as a browser. Google Apps for Education will work in any browser. It'll work in Firefox, it'll work in Internet Explorer, and it will work in Chrome. There are some nice things that it does in Chrome better than it does in any of the other browsers, but you don't need to have that installed. I use Chrome because I just find some of the little shortcuts in there, and the speed of it is slightly better. Anyway, that's your call. You can go that way if you want, but this is just showing you how to get it in through everyone's standard laptops that they've got. So we go to sign in. And when you go to the sign in page, it will come up with putting in your email address. So this is where you just use your Concordia email address. So I'm typing that in now. And it will ask you for your Concordia password. Okay. If you've previously had a Google account, there may be some issues with this, and you might need to talk with either the IT boys or myself, and we can help you sort this out. When you go to sign in here, what it then does is it goes, alrighty, I'm going to take you to another security login spot. So it says you're part of the Concordia domain, but we would like you now to go through and do a double check to make sure that you're the person that we think you are. So once again, you put in your Concordia email address all the way through, and then you also put in your Concordia password. If you want it to remember your credentials, it'll do that, so it'll make it quicker, but every time you go through this process you have to enter twice, just because we're making sure that you are the right person who is now entering the data. So you go OK, and what happens then is it logs you into your Google account, and it all looks beautiful, and all you'll see that is different here is it will have your name there. Okay, and it will have mail, images, and this little square here, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So now this means that you are actually logged in to your Google account from school. Just a couple of heads ups of how these things work. This is Google Plus, which is assigned to you as teachers and for the senior school students. We'll have another workshop on that a bit later. This is the Gmail, and we'll talk about that a bit later. Images, and then this little bit here is the apps that are provided in the application suite. So when you click on that, these are all the applications that we currently have installed for the Education Suite at Concordia. You can access these from any web browser anywhere and on any device. So it's not limited to just a laptop. You can do it on a phone, a tablet, or whatever. The experience is still the same. So these are the apps we've got at the moment. We can add a whole lot more, but we have decided just to start with these ones, and this is what the students will see as well. Junior school will not get the G+ bit. They will get everything else that's sitting inside there. So that is how you log on to your Google account at school. There are several more screencasts that show you how to create documents and share documents, which you might want to look at as well.